Hello darlings, thank you very much for tuning in. For this review we got a Turkish lager. It's called FICI. It's called Tuborg FICI, and it says it's 100% malt based lager. It's 5% ABV, and I picked it up from Home Bargains for £1.29. Yeah, it's a nice big 500ml. Nice brown bottle. Well, I say nice, I'd say it's a weird brown bottle. It's an odd shape, odd, I don't know if I like it or not. It's just a bit weird, isn't it? I like that it's different, but that don't mean it's nice. It's quite ugly really, isn't it? But yeah, it's different. Yeah, and it's got one of the old pull caps on it, and the bottle cap does say 100% malt again. And yeah, I believe this is a Turkish style Pilsner. So yeah, let's crack it open. I forgot to say it's beer monster o'clock, never mind. It's beer monster o'clock. Better late than never. Let's crack it open and get it in a glass, see what it's all about, shall we? It says it's a draft version as well. So I'm expecting perhaps maybe it'd be quite smooth. Time will tell. Right, she's in the glass. There you go, here's a bit of a close-up of the beer. As you can see, you got sort of decent levels of carbonation in there. Very white, very piercingly white head. Quite compact bubbles on the head. It looks alright, doesn't it? It looks pretty much like sort of run-of-the-mill Euro sort of lager, doesn't it? Let's get a whiff. It does have an aroma of malt. It has 100% malt lager in it, so I suppose it's kind of obvious, but it just smells like malt. Maybe a slight grassiness in there as well. Not getting the sort of spice that you'd expect from a Pilsner. You're just getting a lot of malt. Anyway, let's get it down the neck and see what it's like, shall we? Cheers, guys. Bosh. It's all right. It's not bad, actually. Not brilliant, but okay, acceptable for the price, for £1.29, remember. I'm going again. It is quite smooth, but it's kind of thin at the same time. But it's like smooth, it just sort of goes down easily. It's very malty, quite sweet as well. But one thing that really stands out is the malt. I mean, it's 100% malt lager, and it definitely tastes 100% malty, that's for sure. I'm getting a slight kind of grassy taste in there as well. For me, I picked up on the aroma, which is interesting. If I ain't used any hops in it, and I would say though, to summarise, like, it is quite nice. It's very crisp. It's easy drinking. Doesn't taste anything like a Pilsner though, for me. It's not a Pilsner. Well, it's a Turkish style Pilsner, but it doesn't taste like a Pilsner at all, for me anyway. But it is a nice, easy drinking beer. It's a very refreshing beer. It's you sort of thing you get in a lot of the lagers from the hot countries. Very fresh and easy drinking, but it's very it's nice, but it lacks any depth of flavour. You're just really getting the malt. Personally, I'm getting malt, slight grassiness, and really I think that's it. It's not very complex, you know, but at the same time, sometimes you just want to wet the whistle and have a refreshing lager. There's nothing wrong with it, do you know what I mean? And it's cheap. I've been sticking with this sort of cheaper themed beers recently, just because I've been struggling for money myself, as I'm sure loads of other people have. I've got 5 kids to feed, and the price of food at the minute, that's getting increasingly difficult. So I have to make cutbacks and that, you know, same as others. So I thought, let's take this time to sort of review some of the cheapest beers I can find, and hopefully things will pick up a bit and prices will come down or whatnot in the future. And then we're going to do a few more craft beers and stuff like that. But for now, I'm just looking for value, really, to be honest with you. And yeah, this fits the bill, doesn't it? Pretty much a pint, $1.29. It doesn't even really have a bitterness on it. Maybe a very, very, very light bitterness on the end, but I'm not really picking up anything, to be fair. It's just quite nice tasting, very, very malty, simple, perhaps a little bit bland lager, but at the same time, it's a thirst quencher. I'm sure this would be lovely in Turkey, a bit like the Mythos was in Greece, you know. So for me, there's a sort of a time and a place for this kind of lager, and it's certainly on a hot day, out in your garden, on the grill, or ideally in Turkey, I suppose. So yeah, it kind of does what it says though. It does say it's 100% malt lager. That's exactly what I'm getting. If you're a fan of your malty lagers, I would recommend this to you. Give it a try. Would I buy it again personally? I wouldn't go out my way to get it. If I would just fancy the cheap beer and I was in Home Bargains, possibly, yeah, because it's definitely one of the cheaper ones they do. But I definitely wouldn't go out my way to get it. So one more go, I'll give it a score. I'll go for a 6.5. I can't go no higher. Although I'm quite enjoying it, I just can't go no higher because there's just not enough depth, not enough really going on. But at the same time, you know, it's a decent enough beer, it really is. And that's about what I really got to say on it. Let me know in the comments what you think of this if you tried it. I'll be interested to hear. And yeah, if you tried this one or if you tried it like in Turkey. Yeah, if you could smash that like button for me if you enjoyed this video, that'd be very appreciated. And until the next one, guys, bye bye darlings.